Hi guys, Cordell here with 911 Rapid Response. On today's vehicle showcase, we're going to be showing you around a 2016 silver Ford Interceptor SUV. This is a slick top package, so there's no light bar on the roof. We're going to start up front here, and we have the Go Rhino aluminum push bar. Mounted to the front of the push bar, we have an Apollo 400 red, blue, and white light stick. So what this is going to accomplish is, in position 2, it's going to give you red, blue warning. In position 3, it's going to give you red, blue, and white warning. And there's also an option to do a full flood override. So this entire light stick will flood to white, giving you lighting at the front of the vehicle. On the side, we have an Apollo F6 red, white. And on the other side, we have an Apollo F6 in blue, white. Now those will give you warning in red, white, and blue, white respectively. And then when you activate the left alley and right alley features on the control box, you're going to get what we're going to call an alley light on a slick top package. This is because with your light bar, you're losing that alley light and you're gaining it up here with the front of the vehicle. Continuing around, we have the Phoenix Apollo, red, blue, and white. Interior visor bar, same theory as the light stick here. We're going to give you red, blue warning, red, blue, white warning, and a full white override. So you get a full flood out of that front visor bar as well. On the side fender here, we have the Canon 120 red, blue. This is surface mounted to the side for side warning. We've actually partnered this with the Wayland mirror beam. This system provides a molded housing that goes over top of the mirror, and then it uses a Wayland ion within this housing to give you side warning to the front of the vehicle. So you get some upper side warning here, some lower side warning down there on the front. Again, really trying to give you some side warning, being your vehicle is missing that light bar. As we pan back the side of the vehicle, this is a graphics package installed by Market Graphics, our in-house graphics division at 911 Rapid Response. This package here, the entire door, this is all one piece. The graphics team did not simply put a blue fade on the door and then lay police and the patch on top of it. It is all printed in off at one time on the printer. And then what they do is they run this through a lamination machine and actually gets its 3M vinyl material. They do a 3M lamination on that, which is going to protect your vinyl from the UV rays and other harmful things that may get on the vehicle at different times. We're going to continue back through. For side warning here, again, you're minus that light bar, so we're going to do more things than normal to try and get you some added side warning. We've actually used the Cobra 200 light stick in red, blue in each side window here, opposed to something we may typically do, which is just installing one module in the rear. We have the 2-head light stick. As we come to the back of the vehicle, we have the red, blue cannons installed in the rear light housings as hideaways to give you some hideaway warning. We have the Apollo F6 red, blues mounted beside the license plate. And then we have an Apollo red, blue light stick mounted up top. Now what this does is it gives you multiple levels of rear warning. Again, helping you when you do not have a light bar on the roof to add to the rear warning on the vehicle. So you get your low level, kind of your mid level, and then your higher level warning here. As we come around the vehicle, obviously this side does match the other side. We're going to pan up here, and you're going to see only 2 antennas on the roof of this vehicle. Now the vehicle does have a radio and a modem installed for the computer, and the antenna in the far rear is the AM/FM antenna that does come standard with the Ford Interceptor. The antenna in front of that does have a very factory look to it, and that is a multifunction antenna. So it's giving you your radio function through that antenna. It's giving you dual cell bands through that antenna, Wi-Fi, and GPS, all accomplished through one antenna, making it so you do not have to have multiple holes in the roof of your vehicle. All right guys, now we're going to take a look at the rear passenger compartment in the vehicle. We've got a complete system here from Go Rhino. So with that, we have the window bars protecting the windows. We have the normal front cage that you see with our builds. The rear cage, this is mesh with plexiglass, so you're actually blocking anything off from being pushed through the mesh. With an A-deck plastic seat system that actually includes what we call the reverse pull seatbelt system. So what this is going to accomplish is you no longer have to reach your factory seatbelt, reach over someone and buckle it. This brings new seatbelts into the vehicle, so you have 2 seatbelts now. One, you're going to unbuckle, come up here to the top of the cage system, and buckle this, there is a belt loop here that you can cinch this tight. You have a lower seat belt that's going to go here, another belt loop to cinch this tight. And what that does is it enables the officer to load someone into the rear of the vehicle without having to lean over them. We've also installed a rear light in the back here that the officer can turn on and off. Up top here, you're going to see the rear camera. That is an infrared rear camera, so it does well in low light as well. Now we're going to hop in the front and check out the interior of the vehicle. All right, everyone, here we are on the interior of the Ford Interceptor SUV. We're going to start up top here with a couple items we have. We have the visor bar we spoke about earlier, mounts nice and neatly, vehicle specific for this vehicle, tight to the windshield so you're not going to get any flashback. We have the WatchGuard camera system. This is a very small camera, so it's not going to take up any of your field of view. We have the screen's monitor mount, or the monitor for the system mounted up here off one single bracket. It mounts off the factory visor clip. We have the wireless mic pack installed up here. The thought process behind getting a lot of these things mounted up here to the headliner is it's getting less clutter down here where the officer has to perform many different functions with the computer, the microphones, the radio, the light system, the speed tracker. There can be a lot going on in these consoles, and the more things we can get out of this little area, the better. Starting at the front of the console, we have the customer's radio we've installed here. We're using a Carson SC409 light siren controller here. It is a 3-position slide switch. It does have 6 buttons on the bottom here that can be programmed for different functions as far as direct on-off, timer, horn, manual right here with a turn knob siren. We find a lot of customers do like having a knob they can simply turn. Instead of some units that may have push buttons on them, this is because they can simply reach down, know what they're touching, and turn it without ever having to take their eyes off the road to press a tactile button. We're using the magnetic mic clip on the radio microphone here. Now the reason for this is it's going to allow the officer to, again, not have to take his eyes off the road when he wants to retrieve this. On a typical mic clip, which is what we have here on the PA microphone, we use a traditional mic clip on the PA mic because it's not used all that commonly. You have to align the microphone a certain way and clip it in. It's not always easy. You have to move in a purposeful direction to remove this item. Where with the magnetic mic clip, if you just get close to the base, it's going to clip on. You can reach down, retrieve it without having to do a direct motion one way or the other. Below this, we've installed the VASCAR unit. And then we have the switching system that the customer prefers to use for this vehicle. They have a switch that turns their equipment on and off. They have another switch that does something else. It's just their preferred operation of this vehicle. We have the internal cup holders here. We have a fold down armrest along with the Santa Cruz gun lock mounted back here in the recessed panel portion of the cage unit. We also have the printer headrest. Inside of the printer headrest, we're going to have a PocketJet series printer from Brother. This is a thermal printer, so there is no ink involved with this printing process. It is all accomplished through thermal transfer with thermal paper. So you don't have to worry about your printer malfunctioning when it's really cold or really hot out, because it's designed specifically for a mobile application to be rugged in a mobile application. The customer's Datalux unit here was carried over from their other vehicle. We've installed the Havas swing out dash mount for the monitor. So what this is allowing is for the computer to be mounted up here on the dash, out of the way some, and you can still gain access to all of the factory controls simply by pivoting the unit out of the way, making the adjustments you need to make, and then locking the unit back in place. All right, guys, thank you for taking the time to view this vehicle showcase. Please check us out on Facebook, give us a like, follow us on Instagram, check us out 911rapidresponse.com, and if you find yourself in the Pennsylvania area, we are located in Annville, Pennsylvania. Stop in, give the store a check out, say hi to us. Thanks, guys.